Glad to have you with us from Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida. Fittingly, we have something that should be a most delectable matchup for anyone who loves a little flavor in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. It's the Arizona State Sun Devils and the Clemson Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game, obviously they are using conference pride as a rallying point here today. There's a ton of motivation in this game between the ACC and Big 12 opponents. They both want to prove they are the next power conference, but that all starts on the field today. Coach said, we have got to go out and set the tone. I want physicality at the line of scrimmage. Show them who the big league really is. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. He'll bring it back looking for help. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Arizona State's offense will get the ball first. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a double.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a double.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Third down play from the gun. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Off and running. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burrows. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Clemson's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, T.J. Moore. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Blitnikoff awards. The tradition at the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Here comes Clemson with another first down. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Sets his feet. It's Reynolds. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder.
He's going to take a shot. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Long way to go on second down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone defense.
The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Grab behind the line. It's Moore. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass on second down. Back's got it on the screen. Makes one man miss. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeps it on the option. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. On first and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Fires to the end zone. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Looking for a man. It's Reynolds. Out wide right, it's Haynes. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. This is a money play on third and goal. He's not going to make it to the first down marker, but that looked like a clear face mask, and he might wind up with the first down anyway. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Calls his own number. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play. The extra point here would tie the game.
team makes the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. 2nd and long here. Back to pass. It's Bowley. Under pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Sun Devils will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Tigers want to move quickly. Doing it himself again. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough.
He unleashes a long one. It's picked off. That's number 10.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge, what takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Follows a good block there, picks up 3s out to the 9. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Back to throw, it's Bowley. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Tight end finds a soft spot. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Bunch formation for these receivers. The tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. A fun postseason battle here, deadlocked at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give, running right, Brown.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, gonna throw it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to get it through the air. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Clemson is quick to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They give it back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. Clemson will send the punt team out. Fields the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He'll pull it down. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Off the boot, looking for his man. He'll get rid of it. Out wide left, it's Harris. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Drops back on first down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They'll need a bunch on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Sun Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown ASU. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Burrows. And the returner goes down. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Left side, it's Moore. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. Clemson jumps to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Quarterback keep. Enough to move the chains. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with the...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Johnson. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Sells to fake. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Look out! Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quarterback run is part of their game plan.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
2nd down to the air. Back's got it on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Timeout taken by the Sun Devils, their first of 3. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. There's timeout on the field. Arizona State calls it 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They boot it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And they'll stop him right there on the return. Wants to throw on first. Rush right in his face. Caught. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Fires to the right. He makes the catch. They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and then...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Bowling. Unloads to the wideout. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half. That's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Clemson is quick to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They're deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Finds his big tight end.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27th. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 2nd down, going to throw it. Throws for the tight end. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Sun Devils come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Shakes off the defender. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They picked up a couple of first downs to start this drive, and now 1st and 10 from the 47. He's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Fresh center down's going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Harris. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Sells the run. Wants to pass. Right side, it's Anderson. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Long way to go on second down. The play fake. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Here's Brown. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Flip it out to the back on the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From deep, it's Burrows. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. Clemson jumps to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he made the read off the RPO, and he decided to take off, run the football. But, man, you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football. The defense gets the ball back.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Second and long here. Back to throw, it's Bowling. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Grabbed behind the line, it's Turner. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The run inside, it's Johnson. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Clemson will send the punt team out. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Sells the run, looking to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. You know, the entire concept of the play-action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Moves the pocket. It's Bowling. Out wide right, it's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They're all over him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. He wants to throw it. It's complete to the left. And that one did not work. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Big guy smells it. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And now it's a 1-possession game.
Well, sudden change situation. Got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
On the return, it's Mack. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. To the air, it's Bowling. Out wide left, it's Moss. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. On play action. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got the tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna look downfield again. That one's not even close. They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. They want to throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. And the Sun Devils are moving quickly down the field. Red pass, it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll give it to Brown. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. It's third down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Got it, looking for the first down. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Sun Devils will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Rush is on. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Looking to pass, it's Reynolds. Left side is Johnson. He stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. Hunt is on its way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
One possession game, getting late here, and the winner will take a great feeling into the offseason. Fakes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Around 4 minutes to play in this postseason battle. Pulls and fired complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Direct snap. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Long way to go on second down. Back to pass, it's Boley. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Sun Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. And we'll get a whistle to stop the clock as they check on the injured Sun Devil. Second and long here. Handoff for Brown. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Trying the run, it's Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Reynolds. Out wide left, it's Moore. Only a pickup of 4, but at least he got the clock stopped here late. Back to pass on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Quarterback gets the first down. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They'll need a bunch on second down. Selling the fake. Under pressure. They get to him as he throws. Intercepted. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. You know, there's no real reason to panic if you think about it. When does panicking ever really happen? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
It has been quite a season. Thanks for going on the ride with us on EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. We'll see you next season.